The ocean is an environment of ceaseless motion and immense diversity, a three-dimensional world in which life has evolved under extraordinary physical constraints. Sunlight filters down through the water column, creating bands of illumination that fade into darkness with depth, while currents transport nutrients and plankton, setting the stage for intricate ecological interactions. Within this vast and dynamic realm, predators and prey exist in a perpetual evolutionary contest, each adaptation honed over millions of years to maximize survival and reproductive success. Among these apex predators, sharks occupy a singular position, both feared and revered, a product of evolutionary processes that have produced some of the most specialized and effective hunters on the planet. Central to the ecological dominance of these animals are their teeth, structures that are far more than mere instruments of consumption. They are precision-engineered tools, anatomical extensions of predatory strategy, and essential mediators of their role in marine ecosystems. Shark teeth are extraordinarily diverse, reflecting the range of ecological niches and feeding strategies occupied by different species. In the great white shark, Carcharodon carcharias, the teeth are large, triangular, and serrated, optimized for cutting through thick layers of muscle and connective tissue in marine mammals. Each tooth operates as a scalpel with serrations that enhance slicing efficiency, allowing the shark to sever flesh rapidly and reduce the energy expenditure required for feeding. The arrangement of teeth in multiple rows functions as a sophisticated conveyor system. As older teeth are worn down or lost, new teeth advance to replace them, maintaining predatory capability throughout the shark's life. A mature great white can have as many as 300 teeth distributed across 5 or more rows, and over the course of its lifetime, a single shark may cycle through tens of thousands of teeth. This system ensures continuity of function and resilience, allowing the animal to withstand the mechanical demands of hunting large, agile prey. Other sharks exhibit dental morphologies adapted to their own specialized feeding behaviors. The sand tiger shark, Carcharias taurus, has long, slender, needle-like teeth designed to grip and retain slippery fish. These teeth are less effective for cutting, but excel at preventing escape once prey has been seized. The tiger shark, Galiocerdo cuvier, demonstrates yet another strategy, with curved, serrated teeth capable of both cutting flesh and crushing hard shells, enabling it to feed on a wide range of organisms, from turtles to bony fish to marine birds. Similarly, short-fin mako sharks possess conical teeth designed for capturing fast-moving, slippery fish with remarkable efficiency, combining speed, precision, and mechanical specialization in a highly evolved hunting tool. Across species, the continuous replacement of teeth, combined with morphological specialization, illustrates an evolutionary balance between durability, effectiveness, and adaptability. Despite these variations, teeth are universally critical for the survival of predatory sharks. They are not simply tools for feeding. They are integral to the hunting strategy itself. For example, the great white shark relies on its teeth not only to tear flesh, but to deliver a killing strike, incapacitating marine mammals such as seals that are both powerful and agile. The absence of functional teeth would undermine this strategy entirely. Without the ability to bite effectively, the great white would struggle to capture, subdue, or process prey, rendering its traditional hunting methods futile. While some behavioral adaptations, such as ramming prey at high speeds, exist, these actions are supplementary rather than primary hunting mechanisms. The fundamental capacity to sever, puncture, and process tissue depends on the structural integrity of the teeth. In the absence of teeth, even a predator of immense size and strength faces an insurmountable challenge in energy acquisition, leading to rapid declines in condition and survival probability. The implications of tooth loss differ. markedly among shark species, depending on their ecological roles and feeding strategies. Whale sharks, Rhynchodon typus, provide a counterexample to the paradigm of tooth-dependent predation. Although classified taxonomically as sharks, their teeth are small, non-serrated, and largely vestigial, playing little role in the ingestion of food. Instead, whale sharks feed through a specialized filter feeding system, using gill rakers to extract plankton, small fish, and other microscopic organisms from the water. In these species, the absence of teeth has negligible consequences for survival. The primary feeding mechanism relies on the passage of water through the oral cavity rather than mechanical processing of prey. Nurse sharks, Ganglyostoma ceratum, exhibit an intermediate strategy. While they possess functional teeth, they primarily employ suction feeding to draw small invertebrates and fish from crevices and substrates. Teeth aid in manipulation and ingestion, but are not strictly required for capturing prey. These examples demonstrate that evolutionary trajectories can produce diverse solutions to the challenges of feeding, with dentition ranging from essential to functionally secondary. The degree to which a shark can compensate for tooth loss also correlates with dietary breadth. Generalist predators, such as tiger sharks, exhibit resilience in the face of dental impairment due to their capacity to exploit a variety of food sources. Even with damaged or lost teeth, a tiger shark may continue to feed on soft-bodied or easily ingested prey. Specialized predators, however, such as sand tiger sharks or short-fin makos, have limited alternative strategies. Their teeth are integral not only for feeding efficiency but for prey capture itself, ensuring that once a target is seized, it cannot escape. Tooth loss in these species would result in immediate predatory failure, emphasizing the functional importance of dentition as a defining feature of their ecological niche. Observational studies provide insight into the natural processes that can affect tooth function. Sharks experience continuous wear from feeding, particularly species that consume prey with hard shells or exoskeletons. Older individuals often display worn teeth, which may be slower to replace, reducing their hunting efficiency. Trauma from entanglement in fishing gear, intraspecific aggression, or environmental injury can further compromise dentition. Diseases affecting the jaw or dental lamina may inhibit tooth development, creating periods during which feeding is impaired. These instances illustrate that while tooth regeneration is highly effective, it is not infallible, and disruptions can have significant consequences for predatory performance, growth, and ultimately reproductive success. Evolutionary considerations suggest that while sharks rely heavily on teeth, alternative strategies may evolve under extreme selective pressures. Certain behaviors and anatomical adaptations provide insight into how a toothless predator could theoretically survive. Thresher sharks, Alopius spp, utilize elongated caudal fins to stun or incapacitate fish, demonstrating that mechanical force can substitute for biting and prey capture. Nurse sharks and other suction-feeding species illustrate the capacity for oral cavity adaptations to compensate for reduced dentition. Great white sharks occasionally employ ramming strikes to injure seals before executing a bite, highlighting a hybrid approach in which kinetic force supplements oral predation. These examples suggest that, under evolutionary pressure, functional compensation is possible, though it would likely require extensive morphological and behavioral modification to replace the effectiveness of teeth fully. Ecological consequences of impaired predatory efficiency extend beyond individual survival. Apex sharks regulate prey populations, maintaining balance within marine food webs. A decline in their ability to capture prey could trigger cascading effects across multiple trophic levels. Prey species might experience population booms. Mid-level predators could face increased competition or predation from other apex species. and nutrient cycling could be disrupted. In this way, the anatomical feature of teeth, while seemingly a detail of individual morphology, exerts profound influence on the structure, function, and stability of entire ecosystems. The regenerative capacity of shark teeth is therefore not merely a biological curiosity, but a critical factor in maintaining oceanic ecological integrity. While the importance of teeth is paramount for many shark species, the consequences of losing them are neither uniform nor absolute. The degree of reliance on dentition reflects the ecological niche each species occupies and the mechanical demands of their prey. Tiger sharks, for instance, exhibit a notable resilience due to their broad dietary spectrum. Unlike predators specialized for a narrow prey type, tiger sharks exploit a wide array of food sources, from fish and cephalopods to marine mammals, and even anthropogenic debris such as floating metal or plastic. Their curved, serrated teeth facilitate both slicing soft tissues and crushing hard shells, offering mechanical versatility that allows them to maintain energy intake even if some teeth are compromised. While a tiger shark with partial tooth loss would face challenges in processing large or armored prey, its dietary flexibility provides a buffer against total functional failure, allowing survival under conditions that would be catastrophic for more specialized predators. In contrast, highly specialized hunters such as sand tiger sharks or short-fin makos face immediate and severe consequences from tooth loss. Sand tiger sharks possess elongated, needle-like teeth optimized for gripping slippery fish, ensuring that once prey is captured, it cannot escape. The morphology of these teeth reflects an evolutionary trade-off. Precision and retention are favored over versatility or the ability to tear large pieces of flesh. Without functional teeth, a sand tiger shark may successfully chase prey but fail to secure it, resulting in wasted energy and potentially starvation. Similarly, short-fin makos rely on slender, conical teeth to seize fast-moving prey such as tunas or small sharks, combining speed and grip into an integrated hunting system. Damage to dentition in these species directly undermines predatory efficiency, illustrating that extreme specialization, while advantageous under normal conditions, creates vulnerability when anatomical integrity is compromised. Observations of natural populations confirm that tooth loss or impairment is a real phenomenon. Older sharks often exhibit worn teeth, particularly in species that feed on hard-shelled organisms or engage in vigorous hunting behaviors. In tiger sharks, continuous processing of turtles, crustaceans, and other mechanically demanding prey leads to noticeable erosion of dental structures over time. Great white sharks frequently incur damage during attacks on marine mammals or through intraspecific aggression related to mating or territorial disputes. Additional factors such as entanglement in fishing gear, injuries from collisions, or disease affecting the jaw or dental lamina can further reduce tooth regeneration efficiency. In some cases, individuals may exhibit visibly depleted jaws, limiting the ability to capture and process prey. Such disruptions illustrate that while shark dentition is highly resilient, it is not immune to environmental, mechanical, or pathological stressors, and the consequences for feeding efficiency and survival can be significant. The regenerative capacity of shark teeth, however, represents one of the most remarkable adaptations in vertebrate biology. Unlike mammals, whose dentition is largely limited to a fixed set of deciduous and permanent teeth, sharks maintain continuous odontogenesis throughout their lifespan. The dental lamina houses stem cell populations that produce successive generations of teeth, which migrate forward in a conveyor belt-like sequence to replace those lost or worn. This continuous renewal ensures that predatory capacity is maintained even under conditions of mechanical stress or natural attrition. Cellular and molecular mechanisms orchestrating this process involve precise signaling, pathways regulating stem cell proliferation, differentiation, and spatial arrangement, ensuring that replacement teeth are functional, properly aligned, and ready for immediate use. This biological innovation allows sharks to sustain apex predatory roles across diverse habitats and prey types, illustrating the interplay between physiology, behavior, and ecological dominance. Despite the robustness of this system, there are limits. Tooth regeneration may slow with age, resulting in periods during which feeding efficiency is reduced. Disease, injury, or genetic anomalies can impede the process, leaving individuals vulnerable to starvation or forcing reliance on alternative, less optimal feeding strategies. For example, older tiger sharks, which have experienced decades of attacking hard-shelled prey, often display teeth that are worn, chipped, or missing, affecting their ability to process turtles or large fish. Great whites with jaw injuries may similarly experience delayed or incomplete tooth replacement, compromising their ability to hunt marine mammals effectively. In these cases, sharks may increase scavenging behavior, feed on smaller or softer prey, or temporarily alter hunting tactics, illustrating both the resilience and vulnerability inherent in their reliance on dentition. The consequences of impaired tooth function extend beyond individual survival, influencing broader ecological dynamics. Apex sharks play a critical role in regulating populations of prey species, including fish, squid, and marine mammals. A decline in shark hunting efficiency due to tooth loss can trigger cascading ecological effects. Mid-level predators may experience population explosions. Prey species could become overabundant, and competitive dynamics within the ecosystem may shift. Such changes can affect nutrient cycling, habitat structure, and community stability. The importance of tooth regeneration is therefore not merely anatomical or physiological. It has profound implications for marine ecology and the maintenance of balanced food webs. Evolutionary considerations suggest that while teeth are central to predatory success, alternative strategies could theoretically emerge under selective pressures. Sharks have demonstrated remarkable behavioral and anatomical plasticity in response to environmental constraints. Fresher sharks, for example, employ elongated caudal fins to stun or incapacitate fish, illustrating that mechanical force can partially substitute for biting. Nurse sharks use suction to extract prey from hidden crevices, reducing the importance of functional teeth for capture. Even great whites occasionally employ high-speed ramming to weaken seals before biting, revealing that kinetic energy can supplement oral predation. Extrapolating from these behaviors, it is conceivable that a toothless shark could evolve to rely primarily on alternative mechanical strategies, such as tail strikes or enhanced cranial musculature to subdue prey. Such an evolutionary shift would require substantial anatomical modifications, highlighting both the potential for adaptability and the constraints imposed by current ecological pressures. The diversity of feeding strategies among sharks illustrates that tooth dependence varies widely across species. While some rely entirely on biting for prey capture and processing, others exploit suction, filter feeding, or kinetic force. This variation underscores the evolutionary plasticity of the group and demonstrates that functional compensation is possible under certain conditions. However, a toothless apex predator would face significant challenges in competitive environments, where efficiency in capturing high-energy prey determines survival and reproductive success. Sharks occupy environments where prey is often highly mobile, evasive, and energetically costly to capture, and the loss of a primary predatory tool such as teeth could critically impair performance, at least until compensatory adaptations evolve over long evolutionary timescales. The regenerative capacity of shark teeth is one of the most extraordinary adaptations in vertebrate evolution. representing an intricate interplay of cellular biology, morphology, and ecological function. Unlike mammals, whose dental anatomy is largely fixed after the permanent dentition emerges, sharks maintain continuous odontogenesis throughout their lives. Specialized stem cells within the dental lamina generate successive waves of replacement teeth, each one forming, maturing, and migrating forward to take the place of worn or lost teeth in a precisely organized sequence. This conveyor belt-like system ensures that predatory capability is preserved despite the physical demands of hunting, environmental trauma, or age-related wear. Molecular signaling pathways coordinate proliferation, differentiation, and structural organization, resulting in functional teeth that are correctly aligned and ready for immediate deployment. The evolutionary advantage conferred by this system is profound. Sharks maintain apex predatory status, sustain feeding efficiency across decades, and can exploit mechanically challenging prey without interruption. Even with such a robust system, limitations exist. Aging individuals often exhibit slow tooth replacement, resulting in extended periods during which predatory efficiency is compromised. Disease, injury, or genetic anomalies affecting the jaw or dental lamina can further impair the process. For instance, entanglement in fishing gear or intraspecific injuries sustained during mating conflicts may damage the jaw and disrupt tooth regeneration. Over time, these impairments can reduce hunting success, force dietary shifts, and elevate the risk of starvation. Species such as tiger sharks, which routinely feed on turtles, crustaceans, and other hard-shelled prey, may experience accelerated tooth wear. Great white sharks, which attack large, agile marine mammals, are susceptible to tooth breakage and jaw injuries during predatory encounters. These factors underscore that although tooth regeneration is highly effective, it is not infallible, and disruptions can have significant consequences for survival, growth, and reproduction. The implications of impaired dentition extend far beyond individual survival. Apex sharks occupy critical positions within marine ecosystems, regulating populations of prey species and maintaining the structural balance of trophic networks. A decline in predatory efficiency due to tooth loss could trigger cascading ecological effects. Mid-level predator populations previously constrained by apex predation could increase dramatically, intensifying competition for shared resources. Prey populations, typically regulated by shark hunting, could expand unchecked, potentially over-consuming primary producers or lower trophic organisms and disrupting nutrient cycling. Over time, these imbalances could alter the composition and structure of marine communities, demonstrating that the anatomical feature of teeth, while appearing localized to individual organisms, exerts systemic influence across entire ecosystems. The continual replacement of teeth is therefore not merely a biological curiosity, but a mechanism of ecological stability, maintaining the functional integrity of complex marine systems. Exploring hypothetical evolutionary scenarios further illuminates the potential for adaptation in toothless sharks. While conventional predation relies heavily on biting and tearing, certain behaviors in extant species provide insight into alternative strategies. Thresher sharks utilize their elongated caudal fins to stun or incapacitate prey, effectively substituting mechanical force for biting. Nurse sharks employ suction to extract small fish and invertebrates from concealed crevices, minimizing reliance on teeth for capture. Even great white sharks occasionally employ high-speed ramming to injure seals prior to a bite, demonstrating that kinetic energy can augment oral predation. Extrapolating from these behaviors, it is conceivable that a shark could evolve to compensate for the loss of functional teeth through enhanced cranial musculature, specialized ramming techniques, or a tail-powered hunting strategy. Such adaptations would necessitate profound anatomical and behavioral modifications, illustrating the balance between evolutionary potential and ecological constraint. The spectrum of feeding strategies across shark species highlights the diversity of solutions to ecological challenges. Some, like great whites or sand tiger sharks, rely almost exclusively on teeth for prey capture and processing. Others, such as whale sharks or nurse sharks, utilize alternative mechanisms like filter feeding or suction. This variation underscores the evolutionary plasticity inherent in chondrichthyes, revealing that functional compensation is possible under selective pressure. Although the effectiveness of toothless predation in competitive marine environments remains uncertain, apex predators operate in ecosystems where prey is highly mobile and energy-dense, and the loss of a primary tool, such as dentition, would impose immediate selective pressure, potentially influencing survival, reproductive output, and long-term evolutionary trajectory. Tooth regeneration also offers insights with broader scientific significance. Understanding the cellular and molecular mechanisms underlying continuous odontogenesis in sharks has inspired research into regenerative medicine and dental therapies in humans. By studying the stem cell populations, signaling pathways, and spatial organization that allow sharks to maintain functional teeth throughout life, scientists hope to develop methods for repairing or regrowing human teeth, potentially transforming approaches to dental health and reconstruction. Sharks thus represent a model not only of ecological and evolutionary interest, but of biomedical potential, linking anatomical specialization with translational applications. Ecologically, sharks play an irreplaceable role in maintaining ocean health. By preying upon herbivorous and carnivorous species, they regulate population dynamics, prevent overgrazing of critical habitats such as seagrass beds and coral reefs, and maintain balance among competing predators. The absence or impairment of apex sharks could precipitate population explosions among prey species, disrupting trophic cascades and altering the abundance, distribution, and behavior of multiple organisms. Such shifts could reduce biodiversity, destabilize ecosystems, and compromise the resilience of marine communities to environmental change. Tooth regeneration, by sustaining predatory effectiveness, is therefore a linchpin in both evolutionary success and ecological equilibrium. The shark's teeth represent a remarkable synthesis of evolutionary innovation and ecological necessity. Across species, tooth morphology reflects dietary specialization. From the serrated edges of great whites optimized for cutting large mammals to the elongated needles of sand, tiger sharks designed for precise prey retention, to the combination crushing and slicing teeth of tiger sharks enabling dietary breadth. Behavioral adaptations complement these structures, with ramming, tail strikes, and suction feeding illustrating the integration of morphology and function. Even as apex predators, sharks must navigate competitive and energetically challenging environments, where efficiency in prey capture dictates survival. Tooth regeneration ensures that predatory capacity is maintained throughout life, preserving ecological dominance and reinforcing the intricate relationship between anatomy, behavior, and ecosystem function. In conclusion, sharks exemplify the extraordinary intersection of evolutionary adaptation, functional morphology, and ecological impact. Teeth, while anatomically localized, shape the dynamics of predation, feeding efficiency, and ecosystem regulation. Continuous tooth replacement allows these predators to remain at the top of marine food webs, countering wear, trauma, and age-related decline. In species where teeth are essential for capturing and processing prey, the absence of functional dentition would impose severe survival challenges and trigger cascading ecological effects. Yet, The diversity of feeding strategies among sharks demonstrates potential adaptive pathways for species facing extreme selective pressures, revealing the plasticity of evolutionary solutions. Beyond their ecological and evolutionary significance, sharks inspire scientific inquiry into regenerative biology, offering lessons that extend from marine ecosystems to human health. Preserving these apex predators, with their remarkable dentition and hunting capabilities, remains vital not only for biodiversity, but for the stability, complexity, and resilience of oceanic life. The razor-sharp teeth of sharks are more than weapons. They are instruments of ecological balance, evolutionary ingenuity, and enduring survival, connecting the microcosm of cellular regeneration to the macrocosm of global marine systems. Asterisk.